movie sucks. You're trash. You're trash. You're
Okay, I'm going to have to reroute my audio here this way. So, okay, let's run the show this way here. Thanks a lot for letting me know that I didn't have audio on that. Something happened in my audio cable there. That's weird. But anyways, this is the clip here. This is DeNiro getting kind of jeered at by the crowd, by the Trump crowd, that is outside of the courthouse there in New York. So this is what happened here. Okay, good that we got the audio working here now. The show is back on course again after looking pretty bad. So they're telling him that he's washed up, and it's not looking great for DeNiro. It's not looking great. It's not looking great for DeNiro. Let's see if this way comes in a little better here. Check 1, 2. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next clip here. Okay, so the next clip is DeNiro. Basically, he's overwhelmed with the F. Joe Biden that you will hear going on in the background here. So listen for that happening here.
He will never.
I'll play this clip a couple times here. Hang on.
And elections, forget about it. That's over. That's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave.
Hang on. And what's DeNiro trying to say here? He's saying if Trump gets in, he will never leave. He will never leave. Why is he saying that? And what kind of a speech, like if he's going to tell the world, stand up on a stage and have the world hear what he wants to say, why is he actually saying this? It doesn't make much sense.
And elections, forget about it. That's over. That's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave.
That's something that Biden might say. It makes no sense and it's ridiculous. He'll never leave. What? If he gets voted out, he'll leave. That's how democracy works. What do you mean he'll never? I guess you're scared that if Trump gets in, that he might get reelected for a second and a third term. That's what you mean.
He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave.
What everyone in the chat?
Mean? Is that the country we want to live in? Do we want him running this country and saying, I'm not leaving, I'm dictator for life?
and right in the middle of his epic epilogue here, somebody's car horn goes off, and then it pretty much ruins his entire performance. DeNiro, you couldn't have bombed any worse than this.
I hope this new ad campaign reaches outside the bubble to remind supporters of what a danger he is to our lives.
What do you mean a danger? Well, he was already president for 4 years. Was he a danger in those 4 years? Has something different happened here over the last 4 years that we don't know about? What the hell are you talking about?
This is not a threat. This is a reality. And that's why I've joined the Biden-Harris campaign, because the only way to preserve our freedom.
Sounds like an advertisement for Biden, if you ask me. He's standing up, and it's like, first of all, I'll run down Trump, and then I'll, give the little advertisement for Biden. Oh, my gosh.
And hold on to our humanity is to vote for Joe Biden for president. Really.
Okay, Carl, this is your buddy here. This is Carl and the rest of the Troll Central there. This is for you.
We don't have a choice.
No, there's no choice. No choice at all. You must keep Biden in. You must make sure you can do whatever you can do to make sure that he stays in power. Biden needs your help badly.
On January 6th, while Republican lawmakers despicably...
Oh, no. Let's bring up January 6th, that, of course, Trump had nothing to do with. January 6th was Trump supporters. It was Trump supporters that went wild, and they were pissed off, and, yeah, the rest is history. But, to bring that up now as pointing at going, Trump caused it. It was him that did that. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Nobody, anyone that saw that the people that were there did it. It wasn't Trump that did it. In fact, you heard him say, "Hey, you guys, be reasonable. Don't do that."
Tried to keep the loser Trump. The loser Trump.
The loser Trump. Yeah. Is that all you can say? Give me a break. Oh my gosh. De Niro. Yeah. Robert De Niro. Okay. So basically, here's another shot of De Niro with a bit of the crowd action here.
Fucking mook, M-O-O-K, mook. You're a traitor to Italian and Jews. You're a traitor to Italian Jews, you fucking cunt. Cunt. You ain't cunt. Bobby De Niro, you're a fucking cunt. Fuck you fucking piece of shit. He's a mook. M-O-O-K. Robert De Niro.
There's De Niro being pretty much, pushed out of the whole thing there as his SUV burns off.
You're a fucking mook, M-O-O-K, mook.
Oh my.
You're a traitor to Italian and Jews. You're a traitor to Italian Jews, you fucking cunt. Cunt. You ain't cunt. Bobby De Niro, you're a fucking cunt. Fuck you fucking piece of shit. He's a mook. M-O-O-K. Robert De Niro, fucking mook.
Yeah, so he takes off there, and of course the memes are starting to come out with him as well. So you have to expect that. Let's see what's going on with that. Hang on. Here's the first meme to come out after the whole thing.
This city is pretty accommodating. We make room for clowns. We have them all over the city. People who do crazy things in the street, we tolerate it. It's part of the city. It's part of the culture. But this city is pretty accommodating. We make room for clowns.
Okay. So I think this is De Niro's attempt here at calling Trump a clown. Meanwhile, he's the guy that gets clowned on social media at the end of his little stint there. So it didn't work out for him. And actually, De Niro, this whole thing with him, F you at the people in New York. Yeah, this is what Joe Biden represents right here. Old effing communist socialist scumbags. F Robert De Niro and F that old bag of Netflix trash. Is this meme here. So there's De Niro. He's not feeling great. That's not good. But at the end of the day, I guess Trump got a bit of the laugh on that one there. Yeah, and then up next we've got this little clip here from Fox News. Thanks a lot to Twitter, by the way, for providing us for some of the feeds and stuff that we're seeing on here. This is a clip from Fox News, and this is a spokesman.
This is a campaign event after months of weaponizing the legal system against President Trump because Joe Biden's numbers are in the tank. The headline for today in Politico very simply said, Dems in freakout over Joe Biden. Joe Biden is losing nationally, is losing in every single battleground state, and President Trump's numbers continue to rise. And the best that Biden can do is roll out a washed-up actor. And don't worry, my remarks will be shorter than the Irishman. I won't make you suffer for 3 hours. But the best they can do is roll out a washed-up actor. Last week,
De Niro.
President Trump spoke in the Bronx, where had over 25,000 people show up to rally around him. And the best the Biden campaign could do was put out a web video with Robert De Niro. There is nothing behind the Biden campaign. Their numbers are in the toilet. Kamala Harris is a terrible alternative, and it's all an attempt to try to turn around the Biden campaign. Now, what's happening here in Manhattan? We're in closing arguments for the Biden trial. We've been here for 6 weeks. Nobody has said that President Trump did anything wrong. We have a highly conflicted judge with an unconstitutional gag order and everybody sees this case for what it is. In fact, the New York Post this morning, with the headline for Jonathan Turley, as Trump trial comes to close, DA's flimsy case is nothing to brag about. Everybody knows this case is complete garbage. President Trump did nothing wrong. This is all politics. If you don't think this is politics, then why do the Democrats wheel out a retread like Robert DeNiro to try to change the subject? You could see the look on the Biden campaign staffers' faces. They knew this was a bad idea. They didn't want to be here. But somebody at Central
it turned
Command
out to be a
told
big
them
laugh.
that everything is going down the tubes for Joe Biden.
Oh, boy. There you go. That's spokesman for the Trump side. And, well, you heard the spokesman for the Biden side, and that was DeNiro. And, yeah, pretty much hitting his face there in the concrete. Not a great spokesman, as it turns out. Another clip here. Hang on. Here's one more. Bring in here.
For these lowlives, for Trump.
They lied under oath.
They lied under oath. Who lied under oath? What are you telling me?
What this is here is Robert De Niro, his presser backfires when a man tells him that Biden surrogates lied under oath. Okay, Robert De Niro's press conference, it fell apart after a man raised a problem with Biden's campaign surrogates here. So this is what this little clip is all about here. Listen again.
For these lowlives, for Trump.
They lied under oath.
They lied under oath. Who lied under oath? What are you telling me?
Those two traitors behind you.
Excuse me?
Those two traitors behind you.
They lied under oath?
That's right.
What are you saying?
They're traitors.
They're traitors. You gotta, I don't know, I don't even know how to deal with you, my friend. I don't even know how to deal with
There, he doesn't even know how to answer that. Where the guy is pointing out that,
For these lowlives, for Trump.
you know, when he's trying to call out Trump there, and meanwhile, he's getting the Biden side of things called out there.
What are you telling me?
Yeah, so it didn't turn out really well at all for De Niro. So at the end of the day, I don't know. I suppose it kind of backfired on him, and the rest is pretty much history, if you know what I mean. Aha. So, good to see everyone in the room here. We'll just change the topic a little bit here. And, yeah, see how everyone is doing in the chat there. Thanks a lot for watching the show here. If you're just brand new in here, sub up to the channel. If you like what you see, consider to donate to the channels, and I'll do more stuff like this that's more news type oriented and whatever. You know, I'll be feeling a little more motivated to do stuff like this. Of course, you know, hopefully have things more in line there with getting the show running at the very beginning instead of, you know, start up and then stall and then get going again. But yeah, nice to see everyone in here. Got ShareBear in there, a frame in there, a frame Daydream. Good to see you. Kit Kat, big ups to you. Lots of people said a lot in the chat there. Let me go back a little bit here. Well, it's going to be impossible, but I did see a lot of your chat there. We've got Sasquatch in there, Freedom Daddy, Hammer in there, Kit Kat, Mossad in there, Daisy. Let's go. Let's go with Trump supporters. Looking good. And yeah, that's basically it. Acid Reflex in there, or Reflow. Andrea, good to see you. Bob Cox. Any questions about the last little bit there that I did on De Niro? Otherwise, what else has been going on in the streets of YouTube? Yeah, you got this People's Podcast. They've been doing a pretty good job because they've got that podcast running, I don't know, 24 hours a day. And a lot of the people that I know go over there. I saw Summer over there. Grace 4 was over there. Let's see who else. Oh, a whole bunch of people. Oh, just hang on a second. Oh, I think I might not have proper audio or something here. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. Just had a quick phone call. Behind the scenes thing there. Just to see what's going on there. What's an illegal economic migrant? Well, that would be somebody that border hops for a better life for economic reasons, not for like political reasons or things like that. Hey, hi everyone. Good to see you. Okay, I'm just gonna see what else is going on here. Some people are saying that people are getting blocked or something, or that somebody's blocking somebody in the chat. So I'm just gonna go back in the chat and just take a look and see what is going on there. Thanks a lot for turning on that subs only. Yeah, and by the way, shame on you, Carl, because you don't have to put my full first name, my last name, my business, my particulars about me, maybe my phone number, my address. Please do not put those things on the internet, Carl, over at Troll Central. So because Carl is doing that at Troll Central, I'm going to ban anyone that I see. In fact, ban anyone in the chat that is hangs out at Troll Central today. Actually, don't ban them, but give them a timeout for like 24 hours. Okay. That would be the best thing here. So if there's a mod in the room here and you see anybody in Troll Central that you recognize from Troll Central, make sure and go back in the chat. And if you do see anyone, then let's give them a timeout for 24 hours. Okay. And that's because Carl is doxing me out there. And he's not doing it in Control Central, but he's going over into other channels and then doxing me in other channels. So, the reason that he's doing that is to bully me and to dox me. Doxing is bullying. And when you bully me, you're doing it so that you are trying to hurt my feelings. Okay. What do you want me to do? Commit suicide? Like, why do you dox me, Carl? What's the reason? Like, tell me. Okay. But anyways, that's it. So because of Carl doing that, we're going to take revenge against anyone from Troll Central. So if you see anyone in Troll Central, give them the boot. Okay. No trolls allowed here today. We've got enough good people in here. Maybe we don't even need. Actually, there's only about 4 or 5 people from Troll Central anymore that even come over here. So not a big deal if they're not here anymore. Haha. Yeah, because I didn't promote his video. Yeah. He didn't like that. Well, and I don't care. He can make fun of me in his video or whatever. Like, big deal. I don't care about that. But when you start putting my full name and information and making that public for people to attack me, well, and false information as well. So for that, Carl, shame on you. Yeah, I don't know anything about IP69. Don't know a thing about it. So if you see a few people disappear in the chat there, well, you'll know why. Carl. What a great guy. Yeah, pretty much, Mossad. Let's drop the link. Oh my, I wonder if I'm gonna be able to do this with this audio problem that I'm having today. I've been trying to work on my system here because I have a pretty good system here of going live and whatever and integrating all my stuff here. But I've been having a bit of audio trouble because I've got, like an outboard mechanical way of adjusting my audio and then software that I use. And when you combine all this stuff together, it ends up acting up. And I've heard of other people having the same problems that I do. And it starts to get crackly. The audio starts to be, and you hear that sometimes when people are on panels and stuff like that, where their audio starts to get crackly. I've been having, smooth operator. Yeah, I was muted for the first 10 minutes there. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. One of my audio cables is not functioning, and I don't even know it because that is something that goes from my OBS over to StreamYard, and I can't really monitor that unless I go into StreamYard and then look at the little audio meter, and that's at that point I can see that I don't have audio. But anyways, let's go from there and move on. Who's in there? It's Daisy. Daisy, how are you doing?
What's going on?
What's up? What's up? What's happening?
I'm trying to tighten my deal here so it's not flipping around.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever had to tighten your deal so it doesn't flip around?
Tighten my deal. The doohickey. You have a doohickey that needs some adjustment.
I got a doohickey that needs an adjustment. I got
Maybe
that. I got that. What's going on, Tommy? What's the word? What's the word, Bird?
The bird is the word is that Trump is going to win the election, and you can see it. And the Dems are starting to get shaky. They're sending in Robert DeNiro to save Biden.
The last one and the one before that, and then we're just going to go and go and go, and we're going to just shut this bitch down and do what we got to do, and then we'll be okay.
Sounds good.
All be okay.
What do you think of Biden sending DeNiro in to save him?
Did you see that sucker reading that shit? Did you see that? And first of all, I mean, come on, Robert De Niro. He couldn't get any. The thing that bothered me was the phenome after that. Did you hear the phenome after that? The liar. He's already contempted Congress and shit. And this lying piece of shit, none of that happened to him that day. None of that happened to him.
Yeah. That's the whole thing, is that these guys put together a thing and it's falling apart,
right there. Dangerous. Yeah. What's up, Smooth Operator and Hammer and Mossad? And
all
what
craziness
are you doing today,
out there,
Tommy? I just got done. I'll tell you what, we got humidity, and we unloaded some stuff and did some stuff, and here I am. I'm taking a break. I'm probably done for the day. My back is feeling it.
What happened to your adversary, Queenie?
What happened to my what?
Queenie.
What?
Well, Queenie put out a message on her thing there yesterday on our community page that she's going to be getting off of YouTube and whatever.
Well, yeah, we'd all like to believe that, but I doubt that's true. She's kind of hooked to it, but maybe that's getting that new relationship started she's got. Hey, if I got a new relationship, I'd get off YouTube a minute. You know what I mean? Or maybe not. Fuck, I don't know.
Well, yeah, definitely. It takes you away from people and things when you get into a
Well,
new
yeah,
relationship because
yeah.
you
I
spend
mean,
more
this
time.
is
But I don't
yeah.
know if that's why.
There's
But she said that she was going off of YouTube, and then this morning I saw her pop into a chat over on that People's podcast I was watching, and she popped in
so
for
see.
one
There you
minute.
go. There
She
you
was
go.
like, she really didn't say much, and she looked really down and really like hardly anything to say. In fact, she said nothing, and then about a minute later, she was off the panel.
Huh.
So something weird's
Well, I
going on
mean,
there.
fresh love. You shouldn't be down and out and everything. Speeding tickets, all that racked up. Maybe
I know, but
was. I
maybe
mean,
she's
but she's
changing.
also said she wouldn't get on panel with me or Summer, or she's got her select few that she can't win, so she won't get on panel with us because she's just not gonna hash it out like she used to do. That's fine. Hey, that's fine. I've tried. I've
Yeah,
tried. Maybe that's why she got off of there, because she realized somebody else was up there she didn't want to deal with, that
that
would
could
have
be.
called her ass out.
Maybe it is the love thing. Could be.
I need love. I need love. I'll wait. God will give it to me in my time. You know what I mean?
Copy that. Black crime in America. I subbed to you, and I saw you in there. But mods aren't
Mods
blocking
are
because my mods
blocking.
are good.
Mods are blocking. Looks like you're spamming, like you're spamming, like you're spamming. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that channel though. I know. I saw you live there today. I don't know if that was your channel, Black Crime in America.
I was
So
about
check
to
out that
say
channel.
mine.
See what's going on there. I don't know that you're being blocked because if you are, you wouldn't be able to type. Right there. Got
Did you
Share Bear
watch
in there.
Tim Pool last night? Do you watch Tim Pool, Tommy?
Once in a while I do, but I didn't catch the show there
Last night had
yesterday.
Cash Patel and Trump on there. And of course, it was pre recorded. He was at the Libertarian deal in D.C., but it was pre recorded. It'd be something to watch for you.
It would be, yeah. I
Yeah.
know. I like
Cash
watching
Patel's pretty
Poll.
important. He pretty much knows his shit. Pretty much knows. And these lefties are melting. They're just melting all over the fuck. I mean, it's just like we almost flooded here because of the fucking melting and the tears going on. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Crazy. Yeah, I know you guys are getting lots of tornadoes and stuff like that down in the south. But yeah, block that person for 24 hours. Give him a timeout for 24 hours, that crime person.
I woke up to hail this morning. We had a storm and fucking hail. I'm telling you. And that's okay, just as long as there's not a nader. But I did just get a new wind chill. So all I did was sit there and go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Things are churning. I know people say that there's climate change and all kind of stuff like that. Climate is always changing. Tornadoes are coming, and weather. We're gonna have bad weather and nice weather, and combination of everything. Is the world getting worse? I don't know.
Tornadoes been happening down here, and they ain't natural. There ain't nothing.
Yeah, you're always
natural
having a
about
bunch of tornadoes.
There ain't. Nope. Not
That's
gonna
like
do
standard procedure.
You had one that beat the record. This other tornado flat. It was going 85 miles an hour, and it had 200-mile-an-hour plus winds. So
Holy
you're at
crowley.
85 and 200. You see what I'm saying?
Those are sustained. That's high. Like 100 kilometers an hour is like high for me. We do get that once in a while. But miles an hour, you got to be kidding me. That's like a lot.
I'm not. It made history. It's 85 mile an hour and 200 plus mile an hour around as it was traveling 85 miles. You couldn't get out of its way. You just couldn't get out of its way. The last one they recorded was in the 80s. It was like 73 mile an hour traveling. This was 85.
Crazy. Hey, come on to StreamYard here. Join us up on the panel here. I'm not going to be doing too long of a stream here, so come on up here now.
I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to be doing something over there. We'll just take a little musical interlude. If you'd like to, take the time to hit that link and come on up here for a bit. Let's hear if anybody else has anything to say. Good to see you there, Mouth of the South, in the chat. Got Sharebear in there. Masad. Just got your Obama steaks. Oh, we got Patriots Lab in there. If it isn't our good friend from the lab, I don't see a camera. Flip a camera on there. Yeah. Hey, good to see the Patriots Lab. Come on in.
Tommy Temp, how you doing, brother?
Pretty good, pretty good. I don't know if you can move your camera a bit there.
Let me see. Hold on.
Well, as the stream changes here, then you might have to move it a bit there. Hey, yeah, looking good. What's new? What's new with you? I know you're a good Trump supporter, doing the podcasts and stuff like that, and trying to get your word out to get him reelected.
Tommy, I've been telling them for years, brother. I've been telling them for years now. Everything's coming full circle, bro. Everything's coming full circle. My people's coming to the forefront. The Latinos are coming to the forefront. Hey,
what's your take on
sick and tired?
What's your take on the Robert DeNiro event that we were just taking a look at?
DeNiro's got to come out and do that. They probably got DeNiro on P. Diddy tapes, Epstein tapes. They got
Is P. Diddy supporting Biden there as well? I wouldn't doubt it.
For him to come out and say the outlandish shit that he came out and said, he's got to be forced to come out and say that. You see, he had his little script there.
Yeah, well, it was definitely scripted. I don't know, what was he talking about there, where he said it was almost like he's saying, if you elect Trump, you'll never get rid of him. Did you hear him say that? You'll never get rid of him. What does he mean? What is he worried about?
They're so wrapped up in their Trump derangement syndrome.
Exactly.
They bought into their own propaganda.
You know what? It's interesting that you say derangement syndrome, because the left considers you guys, the patriots, to have the Trump derangement syndrome. They don't quite understand what's going on, I don't think.
But you know what? Not only America, but the world sees. I don't care if the Democrats are the only ones that don't see. Sometimes you're blinded by your own greed. And that's what happened to them. In life, sometimes you go so far down a rabbit hole, you can't turn around and about face. And they can't do it. They can't do it. They're spitting in the wind, doing 80 miles an hour, and they don't care. They just don't care.
Well, I think the problem with the Democrats is that they've come out with, and same thing in Canada with the left side of the political spectrum, is that they come out with the whole, pronouns and all the rest of this stuff that, really, it shouldn't be the politicians that are pushing that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Let's leave the politicians to running the country, the nuts and bolts, the dollars and cents, making sure that people have jobs, that they've got a roof over their head, food on their plate, and that they're not being attacked by some criminal or something that is trying to break into their house or even get into the border.
They've lost all credibility. They've lost all respect. I guess New Yorkers got tired of being played for a fool, and I'm so glad they've unleashed all of their emotions, because that right there, I believe, is going to be a trigger for all of the other inner cities to just say, you know what? We don't care what anybody says anymore. We're going to say what we need to say, and we're going to do what we need to do to get our just due.
Sounds
Hello
good.
there.
Daisy's back again.
Patriots Lab.
What's going on, Daisy?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I don't know if you've met each other before.
I don't think
okay. The story behind the Patriots Lab is that he was in the convoy that went to Hagerstown back in the early days there. He was the streamer.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and he was in his vehicle. He's like the rapper, the dude that was playing the beats and stuff like that, rolling down the road and talking about Trump and stuff like that. And, you know,
Well, you'd think
real
I'd
patriot guy.
remember that.
And he's slightly changed his name of his channel over that period of time. I forget what it was there. In the Patriots Lab or something, I think. But yeah, that's his background. Definitely a Trump
Good.
supporter.
Love to have you here. Nice to meet you.
But you know, Tommy, one thing I've never lost faith with the American people. I've told people since day one, and people really need to understand this. Even with dictators and things of that nature, your country truly only goes in the direction in which the people will take it. Now, the people got to be willing to sacrifice. That's the thing. You got to be willing to sacrifice blood, sweat, and tears to preserve and to retain something you love so dearly. And
I think that's getting ready to happen. I think that's getting ready to happen.
It's like any situation. First, you got to identify it. Then you got to analyze it. And then you have to react to it. And that's the stage we're at now. We're at the reaction stage. See,
absolutely.
It took a while for America to understand, because, you know, I ain't gonna pass judgment on some slow folk. It took them a little longer than others, but they came around.
Got some slow folk out there. We've still got them.
They're out there.
Got them.
Yeah.
I think what's happening is the government, the present government, has done their bit. People, you know, wondered, oh, was this good or bad? They didn't know. But over a period of time here, we've now realized that what they have done is bad. And now they're starting to rebel. So for every action, there's a reaction. Now you're starting to see the reaction from the people.
Yeah.
Still, we got some sleepers. We got some sleepers. But hey, sleepers, we got your back. We got your back.
Yeah,
I've always said that. I've always said that, and I mean that.
We're gonna have those who for whatever reason, and I'm done judging people who can't go that extra mile. But we have more than enough to cover the ones that still can't muster up that courage to take a stand.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
The thing I hate about that, Tommy, is it says I'm all out of gum, but in the movie he says I'm all out of bubble gum. So yeah, you gotta get the right one.
You know the lore. Hey, I was glad enough to get anything.
Hey, there you go.
Well, you know what though? The polls are all, you know, showing that the Dems are losing, that Trump is leading. And amazingly, even though they're taking him to court, but you know what? The stuff that they're taking him to court for has really nothing to do with his ability to be able to govern the country. They're just small potato things, and it's all the Dems just trying to, you know, incarcerate him or do something, you know, prior to the election, right? That's what it's all about. Meanwhile, what's happening with the Hunter Biden case? Why isn't that being processed, you know, in a timely manner?
And why isn't it being said that he's a CIA asset? Why is that not being put everywhere? That's it. I mean, it's there. The Ukraine and that. Come on, people, come on. Let's do America. Let's do Trump. Let's do America first. Let's take care of us for a minute and get us back to where we need to be, and then move forward. That's all. I mean, pretty common sensey deal.
One thing I've told patriots from the beginning: if you are going to be a patriot, And if you're going to be one of those people that aren't going to just turn and run in the middle of the battle, you have to be patient. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah,
God
mine's
wins.
running out.
God wins in the end. And if people sit back and really analyze the whole situation that Trump's been going through since day one, just think about it. We've been winning since day one. With everything that was thrown against them that they tried to sweep under the rug, we've been winning since day one. All the indictments, all the charges, and Americans still rallying around Trump. We've been winning since day one. I don't believe Trump has lost a single day since he's been fighting this battle.
He hasn't.
But you got to be able to look at the big picture of everything.
He hasn't.
You can't look at the little stuff. Why do you think Carly B and The Rock and hell, Robert De Niro, Mook, what they call him now, Mook?
Well, yeah, but okay, look at where Robert De Niro comes from. He comes from woke Hollywood. The leftists, you know, they all rally around each other, and they rally around the only woke president that there is, which is Biden, and all of the stuff that they've come out with. And you know, you can see what's behind De Niro. It's the Hollywood.
They told De Niro,
puppet. He's the puppet for Hollywood.
He's almost like equal to a Michael Moore.
They told De Niro, they said, remember what we did to Bill Cosby? Because you got to remember, De Niro back in his young days, that was the thing. The thing was the thing. So I'm sure he was part of the thing back in the day. And they probably like, listen, De Niro, remember we came after Bill? Oh, we got some of your stuff too. We got some of them young pretty actresses that we can pay to come say you did something. We can make the rest of your 10 years of living miserable hell. And then your family's life after that. So,
you know
they're trying to run off of the thing. They're trying to run off the thought that De Niro is liked because he's a movie star, and therefore that's going to rub off on the fact that he's saying, "Hey, vote for Biden." But people are going, no, we don't care that you were a good movie star. You know, you're making a bad choice in your politics. We don't agree with that. But you know, they're gonna support one side or the other. You know, these celebrities.
Hollywood's done. Hollywood is ate up, done. They're just done. Nobody's watching this new shit coming out.
I think it's like anything. You go to a sporting event. Okay, just say basketball, and you see somebody do a flagrant foul, and then you're like, okay, he didn't mean it, and then you see the same person do it over, and then other people start doing it. Eventually, you lose interest in the game because it's no longer a game to you. It's just somebody playing dirty basketball. Well, that's what this has become. Americans, to the depths of their soul, know what's happening to Trump is wrong because they know what wrong is. And they see it and they just can't stomach it no more.
Most of them. You still got them that don't. They don't see shit.
Well, people are tired. They're tired of the last 4 years. They're tired of a whole bunch of things that got shoved down their throats that they really didn't want.
You know, the plan
now
was
they want change. So it's an up and down thing. Politics change
right now. We'd be so
if you don't like what you see,
now
vote for something different.
If Trump wouldn't have got that, we'd be y'all. You can't even fathom where we would be if that Hillary would have went through in 2016. There's just no way to even imagine. We wouldn't have shit. We'd be done.
Smooth Operator says Democrats are in a panic that blue New York loves Trump.
Well, it goes back to
New York has loved Trump for a long time. Trump
used to be a Democrat. Trump was New York.
Yes.
Trump was New York.
Even
He
DeNiro
built
brought that up
a
today,
high-rise,
I think.
you know,
I think.
buildings and stuff in New York.
He
remember
redid the
one of his
skyline.
speeches. He actually says how he took over that skating rink that New York couldn't build, and in 3 months had the thing
He's
built.
done a lot of shit. A lot of shit.
And what was kind of telling was what Tyson Hook says here. It's called living in a bubble. De Niro believes Trump is a threat to democracy.
Yes, it
Come
is
on, give me a
global, Bob
break.
Cox. Yes,
Nobody,
yes, it is.
nobody believes what they say. See, that's what people have to understand about propaganda. These people don't believe anything they're saying, but they have to say it. They know they're coming out.
There's an agenda there. There's a global agenda. A global agenda. Bob Cox is right. They know what they're. I mean, you can't back a possum up in the corner and it's not going to strike it. These people are getting the evil is getting backed in the corner.
Look, the thing is,
they are getting backed in the corner, and they ain't liking it. They ain't liking it.
These Democrats, people have to understand, they're human beings too. These Democrats are some smart people, but they put the cart in front of the horse. They really thought that they could turn Americans against an innocent man running for president of the United States. And America is not having it.
They still think that. This is the deal. They still think that. They're not going to give up.
Well,
you are backing the most evil shit. And you can't do that. They're going to come out. They're going to come out. And they have only a leg left. Listen, they're about on their last wits. Watch out. I'm just putting it out there.
They know Americans have already spoken, but they're going to continue with their agenda. They're going to continue to try to do illegal things. They're going to continue to try to do everything they can. But one thing they won't do is change the hearts and minds of Americans, because Americans know everything that this administration tries to do hereforth is just breadcrumbs. They know it'll go right back to the same way it was. New Yorkers are a certain breed of people. I'm a New Yorker, born and raised Flushing, Queens. We pride ourselves on being city slickers, being the cream of the crop at hustling and all of this. They picked the wrong place to try to come and run game. They did.
And you bring that up, and cities is where they want you. City, I'm sorry, I'm a rural, I'm a country, okay? So you got me on here. But these people's plan is to put all these peoples in these cities. I mean, tell me that's not the plan from the get-go. No, I'm not putting your city, I'm not putting nothing down. I'm just saying they want people in a concrete jungle because they can, right?
Control you. They can control you.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, that's what they do. They put them in housing, that assisted housing projects. I mean, it's government based. If you look at all of the inner cities, everything is government based.
But I don't think government wants to put people, down. In other words, take your job away, take everything away, because somebody has to pay for it all. That's like you're getting into like a communist type state where everything is like socialism. Everyone lives off the government and everyone lives a poor life. You know what I mean? I would much rather have capitalism with a little bit of socialism for those that have not. And that's basically where we're living here right now.
I disagree. They want you on every government assistance. They want you in a concrete city and on every assistance that you could possibly be on. They don't want anybody. I totally disagree with that.
Well,
sorry.
Let me put it this way. It's all according to who's running the government at the time. It all depends on what position and situation do they want you to be in? Do they want to have you be self-sufficient? Do they want you to
No,
prosper? Do they want you?
no.
Trump does. So it all depends on who's in the administration.
That's
Now, over
well that,
history,
but I mean, let's go back. People were doing that. People and we just felt so comfortable. We just felt so comfortable because everybody was doing their thing and you know and we fucked up getting comfortable. We fucked up.
You
well,
know,
we
the problem with between the people and the government is you need a government in order to control the people, to make sure that people don't steal,
A
kill,
government,
whatever, all that stuff.
not
But you
not
don't
the
need the
government we
government
have.
to oppress you into, you know, having nothing. And from the
Do you
Republican side,
know how
they're
much
more
this
of a
government has
corporate,
grown?
you know, everyone can start their own business, do their own thing, get a job, you know, and have a good life. And I would rather have that than trying to bring in a whole bunch of social policies and make sure that everyone is on welfare and everyone is living off of the government, because that never works out right. We already saw what happened to Russia. Remember, Russia was, if you went back 30 years, 40 years, you saw that Russia actually failed. That whole system does not work. Eventually it breaks.
Patriot, Mr. Patriot Man, sorry your name's not up and I've forgotten it. Can you Patriot Lab?
Oh,
Sorry, I ain't
but
got
one
my
thing I
reading
wanted to say
glasses on.
is this business of
You
oppressing everyone is
you
coming
can back
from the globalist level, the WEF. And the whole thing is
yes.
they don't
And
want you to burn any oil, right? That's the first thing. So in order to do that, there's certain things that you have to do. Limit your travel. This is where the term 15-minute city comes in, i.e., limit your travel. Don't have a car. And if you do have a car, it's going to be an electric car. Don't burn fossil fuels. And that's really what the governments like the Biden government and the Trudeau government are embracing, that whole theory, and they're putting those policies into effect coming
give
from
me just 1 second. I want
Schwab
Patriot
and the
Lab to
boys up
back
at the
me up
top.
on this, and I know he will. Yes, we need a government, but do we have government overreach right now? Do we have too much?
Always,
yeah,
always. And
yeah,
they're bringing in more and more policies to oppress you even further. Things that you
but
cannot do, can't say.
let us not overlook the fact that this isn't something that was put in place overnight.
No,
This is
years and
something that
years
has
and years.
gradually been taking hold of American society for decades. Um, and it's reached. I think this illegal immigration issue has really sparked a fire under people. People see them getting walked over. That's what it's all about. When you look at these inner cities, people are taking it personal now. How the hell can these illegals come over here and get $5,400 a month on a damn card, and I
Food
can't get
stamps, free
$10?
medical, free
So,
airplane rides. They don't even get their crotch checked getting on an airplane. They don't have to show shit. What? What? What?
but people need to understand. Trump said something that was very interesting in his speech
I can't
last week
say they're not immigrants.
with
They're
all of
illegal.
these illegals. He said, "What are they doing? Building a military to try to take over us?" That was the
Exactly.
first time I heard That's the first time I heard one of them say that.
You got maps. They're underground. Obama started this shit. Sorry, that's another day. There is an army being built here against us from within. It's been that way. It has been that way. This was all a plan from these people. Yes, that's why Trump says these people are smart. And they are. They are. You can't, you know, the snake poem. Sorry, period. These people are smart. They've been doing this shit. There are maps. There are people here. everything. I don't know, Tommy, what I can say is we'll leave that, but no, this isn't new. This isn't
Well,
new.
this is the thing. They give you a number like 11 to 14 million illegals that
Yeah,
have
bullshit.
probably
Well,
and this is
do you not see?
this is since Biden. So how many you think
Yeah,
came
but that's
over for the past
triple
25
that
years?
The fabric of
Triple
not,
that
and I
number.
mean all of North America, Canada, and the United States, the fabric has absolutely changed over, I would say, since the beginning of COVID and fentanyl. And between the COVID and the fentanyl, we're seeing
I already
way
bought my
more
booze,
homeless
Mal.
people. And then on top of that, they're encouraging
Stay in Canada.
newcomers to
Piece of
border hop
shit.
and to come in and add to the fact that people are living on the streets right now. That's where I don't see the common sense in any of that at all. And then then the countries are completely
Wait till the
overrun with so
UN
many people.
marches up
You
in
have
this
shortages of housing,
Wait till that.
shortages of rental
Wait till
housing.
that.
People are living on the streets. And they think that's great.
Mouth is a sleeper. If that's all you got to say, don't act like a telescope. Don't turn into a telescope. Sorry. I already bought my booze. I don't have to wait on my welfare check. None of your damn business anyways.
Those guys are just
None of
trolls.
your business. I paid in. I worked my ass off. I paid in. Okay? Whether I get what I get coming to me or not because of things, mouth, go mouth off somewhere else. God, he's gross. Mouth is gross. Sorry.
What's Mouth doing here now?
Sorry. And I'm
okay.
not. But that one right there,
I see that comment there. Yeah, you're commenting on this comment here too. Yeah, Mouth of the South. Leave Daisy alone. You know, she's providing us some insight into the, her thoughts on Trump and stuff like that here. So no need to.
I know a little
put
bit
people
about
down
what
here.
I'm talking about. I do. Sometimes I don't always word it correctly. I don't remember dates. I don't remember things sometimes. But I can basically hold up with everybody on it, right? Patriot Lab.
Hey, we're all learning as we go.
Don't boot Mouth though.
That's right.
Mouth has his own channel, by the way. So you can go over to Mouth's channel. And you can go over to his channel and you can razz him over there.
How do I tighten this thing up?
But don't boot Mouth. I'd prefer him to not get booted from my channel because I appreciate Mouth.
Yeah, don't boot him.
The stuff that he talks and whatever. He's actually a good guy. But he's just trolling Daisy.
I got to figure out how to stabilize my bill.
I can't get no more trolls come over my channel.
Well, you're a celebrity if you get some trolls.
I can't get none. I can't get none. I guess I don't keep
Well, we're dropping your link over there. Hey, by the way, drop his link one more time. Patriots Lab. I saw you did it. We had a mod in there that dropped a link. Drop it one more time, and we want everyone to sub up to Patriots Lab there.
Don't be an asshole.
So you can get more people watching over there. Got to get a bigger audience over there.
Because I block them. I cuss them out and block them.
Well, you know what? Don't block people on your channel. Don't block anyone. That's the secret.
Oh, no.
Just give them a timeout. Timeout. That's it. Just a timeout, but never a block.
I'm not bringing troll back in my shit.
Because I don't need them.
I don't need them. I don't need them either. I'd rather have 20 comfortable people and my crew sitting there and not talking and dealing with their bullshit. Yeah. I mean, that's just the way I've decided. I did let them back in. It didn't work out too long. I mean, it just didn't.
Well, the key to the trolls is you have to use the trolls to your advantage. In other words, if you have trolls, don't ban them. Just keep them in there. Keep them chattering, whatever, and they get things going and get your viewer numbers up there. But then when they are an annoyance so much and your numbers are up higher, then you just can block them, ban them.
Yeah,
time them out,
and your deal before, they'll dox, and they've been doing the same with my situation. So, yeah, I mean.
Well, that's why once in a while I like a wrench in a channel if I get doxed in a channel. In your channel, I don't get doxed though, Daisy. You're okay.
Just show up.
Your channel's pretty good.
I don't know what to tell you.
Newfie Princess in the house.
I block them.
It's the kids. It's when they do the kids. That's what's fucked up.
Hey, Tommy, the reason I block them is because it hurts their feelings. Because they want to come in and be a nuisance.
There you go. There
So,
you go.
Well,
There you
yes,
go.
yes and no.
Now,
It can
there
do that,
he's-
but think about this: when you get blocked in a channel, you probably never go back to that channel, and that's what I do. I don't go back if I'm blocked. I go, well, okay, they don't want me there, and they're blocking me. I'm just unsubbing for them, and I'm gone. But
See,
you don't
I'm
really want to do that. You want to use them.
I'm like an NBA player. I don't care how many fans are in the stands. I'm still gonna play my game, and
The
I'm still
same way
gonna
you-
be victorious,
Yep.
and I'm still gonna get paid.
There you
So,
go.
That's right.
hey, for every one I block, there's 2 to replace them. And guess what? They're the ones that gonna be like, damn, I wish I was on the Patriots lab. Even if I want to fuck up around with them, I can't even do that now.
Yeah. We don't.
No,
Yeah,
I
we
don't
don't want to
poke
get into
you,
that.
Don't poke me.
Lore,
no,
poor
you
favor.
are,
That's
you
not
are
a topping point here
unpokeable.
today. We're talking
I
about
wouldn't
Trump
even
here
take my
today.
time. That's the thing. I love you, Graw. I
But
love
Trump
you,
is the man.
Graw.
Trump
Grah!
is the man. Trump is the
I
man.
thought Batman was going to come up behind me in a minute. Or the
I'm so-
Kisses me candy.
Da, da, da.
Better than this one.
Yeah, no, I don't play with you, pal. I ain't playing your game. You're a liar.
Cut a little wood out
I
there.
do. I love you. I'm going to come down there and have my Batman cape on, or my Catwoman, or my Superman cape.
What's
You
that say?
better have something on too,
Your
baby.
fans out the stadium, Ray.
I'm showing up with nothing on. Nothing.
Well, I don't understand that comment.
Me
What
neither.
does G mean by that?
Which one?
Don't understand.
Athletes
one?
don't kick their fans out of the stadium, Ray.
Which one?
What do you mean by that, G?
Obviously, he's totally
Oh,
lost.
G's in
conversation.
here? How come
That's
I
a
don't
lady.
see G? I don't see her.
G's a lady. Well, it's up on the screen there.
Lady? Are you? Ah!
So obviously, it ain't us.
Where? I don't even see her.
Athletes don't kick their.
Well, I
fans
have the
out of
comment highlighted on the screen.
Well, I can't. What's it say? I ain't gonna read
It says
much.
athletes don't kick their fans out of the stadium, Ray.
How does that coincide with what we were talking
How the
about?
fuck does she
I
know?
don't know.
She don't know her. She sits on her little. Oh my god. You're like Christine, G. You think you know every freaking thing that's. You don't know shit. She thinks she knows everything. Damn
Hey.
it.
Hey,
So,
there's
this
a
is
real
this-
famous streamer, Wizzy. Hey, good to see you, Wizzy.
My brother Wizzy Wig.
Wizzy
So-
Wig's in here. I see
Tommy
him.
Trump. Do you think they're gonna
Oh, lore. I wasn't looking for lore.
you know what Trump? You know what Trump going out trying to be all
I don't even see lore.
presidential and talk to all the people and everything. Do you think there's a chance they might try to take a pop shot at my kid?
Ray, did you know who Wizzy is, don't you, Ray?
Why
That's
don't
my
I
man.
see
We
either one of
was up in
them?
Hagerstown together.
Hagerstown. Yeah. So you tell us you got a chance to meet Wizzy there, did you?
Yes, that's my brother right there.
Right on.
No, Troy, it ain't a 10-4 on that.
That's
No,
a
it
small
ain't.
world.
That's a one-sided deal. One-sided deal. Like Bullet says the same thing. That's a one-sided deal.
Hey, did you hear my question, Tommy?
Say it again.
You think before it's all over they try to take a pop shot at my man?
Yeah.
No. Oh, well,
You know,
Oh,
that
yeah.
can happen at any
Oh,
time
yeah.
because you have screwballs all over the place. But
I
doubt
was
it.
thinking about it when he was in New York. People up in apartment buildings, up in high trees and all that. I'm like, come on, Trump, don't expose yourself to. Don't try to be like Kennedy and.
But
Ray.
that's
Don't get out
why I
there
love
too
him.
much, bro.
He's out there, baby.
It's
He
actually
ain't
worse
scared of
today
fuck.
than it was
He ain't scared.
when other
He's
attempted,
not scared.
That's why I gotta
shots
watch
at,
wherever he
president
goes. That's
happened.
why I
I'm gonna tell
gotta
you,
watch.
that's a real man.
Because you don't
But
never
no,
know.
I would
That's
hope
a
that something
real
like that does
man.
never
I need
happen.
one of those. I need a
You know,
real
hey,
man.
Like
A
when he
real
walks
man.
up to all them construction workers, man, Hey, Secret Service can only be they only got so many eyes. I understand there's a lot of bodies, but there can only be so many eyes looking so many places at the same time. So I'm just, keeping my man in prayer because he's out there. He's out
Yeah,
there.
because okay, think about this. Who
Gotta
doesn't
keep.
like
I pray
Trump?
for him every morning. He's in my prayer too.
Okay, and I can think of this. Anybody that's a Democrat doesn't like Trump, right? Then you think about other entities, other countries. Countries like China might not like Trump because he wants to bring in sanctions against all of their cheap electric vehicles and the rest of that stuff that they're flooding into the American market. You haven't really seen that yet, but that is almost at your doorstep, which is going to really hurt Tesla and the rest of the companies. I don't know. I think Trump is in pretty good books with Russia. I can at least communicate with Russia. But I don't know
America
who else
made,
doesn't
baby.
like Trump.
America made. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. We got our own shit right here. Let's do it.
Yeah, but everything has backfired against Teflon Don. Everything has backfired against Teflon Don.
Not really.
Not really.
You have the that's the problem with being a politician
I
in
mean,
this day and
everything
age.
that
Is
they
that
thrown against him,
he's
everything
ever
they've
been.
brought against him has backfired.
No.
it appears that politics
I don't
aren't
agree
played
with
fair
that.
anymore. When you start going after somebody with criminal things and money type things, like take him to court and whatever, it has nothing whatsoever to do with him being the president of the country. All they're trying to do is just make you look at him being a bad person, trying to make him look bad.
That's it.
And at the end of the day, they're, like you say, they're being thrown out. He's being vindicated. It's all just for show at the end of the day.
See, and Americans, and I truly believe this to my core. Americans, at the end of the day, will not let any type of illegal bullshit go down to a president. Americans are only going to tolerate so much because we have the will, we have the power, and we have the people to make this country go how we want it to go. And that's what we cannot get to the point where we really think
Patty.
an
Love you,
entity
Patty.
can control 300 or 400 million people, free people. We're in a situation not many countries have been in.
Because we're the
400
strongest
free.
nation in the world, I'm going to tell you.
That's right.
We've always gave. It's time to take back.
That's
It's
right.
been time to take back.
Yeah. We're not letting that shit
What
happen.
the hell are you doing?
It's Mouth of the South.
You got the mouth of the South, a man without a plan to master all your disasters, Tommy. And here's a little bit of Canadian content. The Liberals are scared of a Trump administration over here. They're in fear. They're making plans already, okay, because it's going to happen. And it's the best thing that's ever going to happen for North America, period. Hands down, Trump is the man. It's too bad I can't vote in America, or you'd have my vote.
Interesting that you mentioned that, because I didn't really think about
appreciate
that.
that.
But yeah,
I
the
learned-
Liberals
I
up here in
appreciate
Canada
that.
are deathly afraid that Trump is going to get in the States, because that's kind of boistering the right wing element and making it look good and making Trudeau look bad, and more of a chance for the right wingers to get in Canada. So I hope that Trump does get in down there.
Well, it changes the ballpark. The Liberals have planned, especially for the EV vehicles, which is stalling production of all vehicles in North America, gas and EV. Nobody's buying the EV for starters, okay? They're not tried. They're not tested. They're a bunch of shit that's garbage on the road, okay? And it's putting a stall because our government wants to make sure that they have in place 25% of all vehicles by 2025 are what? EV. Well, it's not going to happen because I don't think the Liberal government's going to be in power over here in 2025. As soon as Trump gets in, all hell's going to break loose over here, and that's when our election's going to be called. We're going to have it in an early election, not in 2025. We're going to have it in 2020, possibly the beginning of 2025.
Let's hope so. Yeah, with the
y'all
automobile
have something?
manufacturing, I'd hate like hell to be in that business right now, because you're like all over the board, and you're going to lose so much money because you're going this way, and then all of a sudden having to flip back again. How can you change what you're doing like overnight? That is a big money intensive business, and there's going to be a ton of money burnt up over all this nonsense that's going on here.
It is.
Do y'all
And
have
it's starting
something
to
in
change.
Canada that does if the president can put the election off, or you guys prime minister can put an election off due to war or does that exist over there?
So that can happen in any democracy. Okay, look at Ukraine. They're
Okay.
they're
Well,
a democracy
yeah,
too.
Zelensky did that. He sure did.
Well,
Because he can't handle. He'd be the fuck out of there. That's why.
Joe
But
Biden has 5 months to get a war, or 6 months to get that world war together. It's not going to happen.
Right.
Something
right.
terrible. He's going to wind up like JFK, okay, or many other ones, Abraham Lincoln, and the list goes on. Ronald Reagan, okay, even though he lived, he's going to wind up like him, okay, if he keeps it up, okay, because...
Yeah, I have to hear this story. I was listening to this left-wing podcaster, and he was spouting off about all of the jobs that Joe Biden has produced. And I said, what jobs? And he says, well, look at all of these wars going on. All of these companies that are producing all of the weapons are just producing jobs like crazy. Biden's producing jobs like crazy.
That's not true.
What?
That's not true. The U.S. weapons depositories depleted, okay? And I would know because I worked for one of the largest tool companies in North America. We're on the stock exchange, multi-billion-dollar corporation, and we're level 3 security, fenced in, the whole 9 yards. If there was any bombs being made at any of our companies, I would know. And that ain't the case, Tommy. Okay, it's not the case at all. They're using all their old weapons, giving all their garbage to Ukraine. Okay, in 10% accuracy rate. When they fire off a missile in Ukraine at Russia, the Russians shoot it down. Okay, it's just scrap metal, and they're selling it, and it's money laundering. They're giving them the money. Okay, and you buy the weapons back from us with the money that we gave you. They're washing their money. That's how they're doing it in the U.S. My prediction is this. Trump, hands down, okay? You see actors now, Robert De Niro coming out, okay, in support of Joe Biden, and Michael Rappaport, remember him? If you don't get your stinking fucking job, you're going to be dead. You're a piece of shit. You're a shit stain, Donald Trump, everything else. Now he's coming on the side of Donald Trump. Not that it really matters. Michael Rappaport's a shit fucking stain anyways, okay? And people like that, where they were at the beginning of the scamdemic, pushing the jobs and pushing the big pharma, and ultimately killing fucking people. They know they got it wrong. They just don't know how to come out and say, I have it wrong. Okay, like CNN, all these people that had it wrong, they had it wrong. And now they're trying to come on our side because they're not making bank. Nobody's listening to their bullshit anymore. The people have fucking woken up on both sides of the border, and social media seems to be where it's at. I'd rather watch the Tommy Temper show than fucking CBC any day of the week.
Well,
you know, at least one thing is that we'll give you the opportunity to come on board here and give your side of the story.
I think Trump's going to have his own news station here shortly, not too far away.
He's got his own social media platform.
No,
he had to actually do that because of all the leftist platforms out there.
I mean, news. Like an ABC or a NBC or news.
The nice thing about this is that you get with the StreamYards and shows like Tommy Temper's, mine, wherever, right, where you can StreamYard people in, you get what's on the minds of the little guy, okay? The people that matter, the working fucking class people.
Yeah.
Not some politicians up shining the seats in Washington or in
glossed over sound clip on CNN, which has got the leftist spin on it or whatever, you know. That's all bullshit.
He's been calling fake news for how many years now? Fake news.
It's fake news.
There's something behind what the man said.
And show me another.
Why you gotta shut me up every time I talk?
It didn't happen.
And show me another show where if we disagree, I could just tell you to fuck off.
But
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
it's sad. Tommy, did you see the brother man, the chairperson for the DNC? I think every word that came out his mouth was a lie. He spoke for about 25 minutes. Every word was a lie that came out his mouth. I don't.
Look at DeSantis. Look at DeSantis and look at Haley, Nikki Haley. Okay, now she's in support of Donald Trump. Well, I'll tell you what, Nikki Haley, if you get a position in the White House, it'll be cleaning fucking toilets. Okay, because that's all you're good
He
for.
better not give her shit.
But you know what kills me? DeSantis and Nikki Haley and all of these people, they act like their
He better
people
not give him shit
isn't
neither.
Trump's people. She's like, well, you're gonna have to reach out to my people. I'm like, bitch, his people, your people are his people. What are you talking about?
Hey,
Yeah, because remember, everybody changed to Democrat to vote for that bitch.
I'm
You
not going to
remember
say it on.
in
I'm not
these
going to say it on
states?
YouTube because Tommy would probably get banned. But 82 million people couldn't be wrong. You know where I'm going with it.
Oh, we got way more than 82 million. I
No,
guarantee there's.
in the last election, 82 million people
I
voted for
know,
who?
but I'm saying you got people need to get like that's he was at the NRA. He said gun voters don't even vote. Get your rebel. He called them rebels, right? And told them to get their asses out and vote. I bet the man's got cleared 200. I'm sorry. I bet he could clear 200 million people.
Well,
I really do. I
just look at his
really do.
campaign. Look at his campaign. Who goes to the fucking Bronx? Who goes to the Bronx and campaigns and gets that many people in the Bronx? Okay,
And
and
gets
25,000.
rappers up there that say "Make America Great Again," baby. That's it.
it has to.
I love it.
I
I
posted.
love it.
I shared a
MAGA
video today.
tattoos on their necks and Trump portraits on their. I mean, come on.
I shared a clip today about the price of gas in 1930. What $100? Okay, and it went through $100 worth of gas in 1930. You could have got 560 gallons worth of fucking gas in 1930. Okay, today you can't
Okay.
even.
Why'd you
Today you
go
can't
back to
even get.
1930 though?
Yeah, but it shows the years that it goes up. And today you can't
Okay.
even get 20 gallons of gas for fucking $100. About the
No.
price of gas in 1930.
No.
What $100? Okay, and it went
It
through.
takes $100 to fill my tank.
Crazy.
Oops.
When I started buying gas, when I was started driving, it was 96 cents a gallon.
I had a 35
But I
foot
just
cabin
wondered why
cruiser.
you went back to 1930 is all. I don't.
I had a 30-foot cabin cruiser boat for the gas tanks for 50-gallon drums, two of them, twin motors. Okay, big boat. It cost me 35 cents a liter at the time to fill it. To fill it was approximately $150 to fill my boat. That boat today would cost me about $600 to fill it.
Look at these truckers. Look what about the truckers bringing all our shit to us? I mean, come on. They're twice as much on their tanks. It comes out of their shit.
You know what?
Yeah.
Something has to break.
It's funny. I was just watching a story on Saudi Arabia, and they're actually at the price of oil right now. They're not making enough, and their whole economy is really going badly. They have so many construction projects and stuff like that going on there that they're going to have to start canceling stuff. So, you know, even the country with, I forget what it was, I think it's the second largest reserves in the world, they're actually hurting right now because the price of oil is not high enough for them. Go figure.
Well, you know, one way to get those guys back in the desert, we're sitting on the largest deposit of fresh water. So you could drink your fucking oil or you could drink water. And if you want water, it's $10 a gallon. Fuck off.
Just reading the chat here. Jacksonville. Black Americans who didn't like Donald Trump now, with the Democrats trying everything to stop Donald Trump from becoming president, now relate to Donald Trump. So it's backfiring.
You can't stop what's happening now. Okay, there's a shift like I've never seen. This has got to be one of the most interesting elections that we're ever going to watch right here is this one. because
I think
Let me-
that people
I
are
got-
seeing it happen right in front of them. We're seeing an influx of people coming through the borders, and the whole economy being terrible, interest rates going up, and inflation
You might
going up,
hear
and
this again.
Hey,
all
It's
kind
an
of crap
amazing
happened under
time to be
Biden, and everyone is
alive
tired
right
of it.
now.
Hey,
I just
Move on.
wonder how they're going to
Need
write
something
the
better.
history books of this. That's what I wonder. That's
Drill,
what
baby,
I
drill.
wonder.
Hey,
They
Tommy.
get rid of the Department of Education. Get rid of them motherfuckers. Get rid of them.
Real quick, it wasn't, and this is what I always try to get the focus back to. It wasn't as hard for Black people to embrace Trump as people make it out to be. We loved Trump before they infiltrated the minds of Americans. Americans
The
didn't
division.
out
The
of that
division.
Well, I think
they were in.
Every time you bring up a
we
color,
shouldn't be using race
every
as
time you
dividing
bring
up
up a
who you're
color,
going to
it's a
vote for.
division.
That
It's
in
a
itself is
division.
Yeah. Only thing
is
they
not
had
a
to do
good
was
situation.
remember.
Listen, baby, I tell you, I got your back and you got mine, and you bleed the same thing I do, and I love you, and I don't give a shit. And that's the division. They want color, color,
Yeah.
color, 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 color. I wish Trump would even stop saying the Hispanics and I mean, I wish he would just
Well, he did in his
the
speech.
people.
He did in his speech. He said, I don't care. It don't matter what color you are.
I know, but why? I mean, just stop. Period.
Yeah,
with
the left
color.
like to
color.
the left likes to make Donald Trump out as a racist, but then when you see the clip of Joe Biden going to the black family's house and he brings Popeye's chicken and
Oh
fucking
my
watermelon,
God. And he has the
you know,
dude
like,
pour ketchup for him.
are you
Remember-
fucking
Yeah, oh yeah,
Are you
and
remember
Biden
fucking
has said an
kidding
awful
me?
lot of
Hey, remember Hillary
discriminatory
Clinton?
things over the
Remember
years too. There's
Hillary-
lots of clips of Biden. He's not like shiny as
Hillary
either, you know.
carries her hot
Yeah,
sauce.
Hillary
Hillary
carries hot
carries that hot
sauce,
sauce
baby.
wherever she goes.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, not saying that Popeye's chicken and watermelon ain't good. I live in South Detroit, and I'll fucking eat that shit every fucking day if I can. Okay, but just what he did, okay, and then he could say that Trump's a racist and fucking this and that. People aren't buying the shit anymore.
That's why we're dead there. When
all
somebody
name
calls
calling.
me a racist
And that's
or
the
a
Democrats
bigot
like
or
the
a
name calling. You
terrorist
notice
or
that the lefties like to
anything,
call
that's
names
why
at
I'm
everyone,
dead there, Tommy.
and they
Why
do it
you
here in
won't
our
let me
chat as
speak?
well,
I
and
tell
over
people-
in like a Troll Central chat and stuff like
Well,
that. Butterflies
No,
are
it
free
don't
though.
matter.
Look at her
Hey,
chat.
We're dead to the
Tommy.
words. We've been
Hey,
called everything.
Tommy.
It doesn't matter.
You're tired of it.
They've made the words not matter anymore.
They're
As soon as we
meaningless.
pulled out a Canadian flag and started marching on the fucking highway and in Ottawa, we were called misogynists, racist, fucking
Terrorists.
rapists, terrorists. Okay, by the
Yeah.
left.
We are too.
See,
We
but-
are too.
And the left brought out a swastika flag and made it look like it was the right wingers that had that flag. And
And I'm gonna
actually,
tell
it
you where
pointed
that
out that the
started
guy
here, and I'm not
that
gonna
actually
say
brought it out
started,
was
But
liberal.
Hillary Clinton called us a bunch of deplorables.
But
That's
yeah, but
a
your Hillary
basket-
Clinton, your Hillary
a
Clinton, your
basket
Justin
of
Trudeau.
deplorables, and then anything is kept after that. It doesn't matter what we do. If you're a Trump supporter, you are the end of the earth. You're just like the worst person in the whole world. Doesn't matter.
Well,
Fuck
Yeah,
these
exactly.
idiots.
Hang on.
Fuck 'em.
Butterflies Are Free has a thing that I've got up on the screen there right now. The Butterfly says the president doesn't set gas prices or food
Oh
prices.
my God!
And that is
Butterflies are free. You
the
should-
neophyte or the person that doesn't understand how this all works would think that. But in fact, the president and or the people that are in power dictate as to whether or not prices are going to go up,
Yeah,
prices
you
are going to
don't
go
wanna pay
down,
for my
interest is going to
welfare
go up,
telescope.
inflation
I don't
is going to
wanna pay
go up
for
or
your
down.
fucking
They
schooling,
are the
you
ones that
stupid bitch.
control
That's a
everything.
straight
So
fucking
in effect,
bitch.
they
I got a
control the
question.
prices.
I
Now
got
they
a
don't
question
control
from
everything,
Butterfly.
but they can
Butterfly
certainly
needs to go back
Hey,
in her
make it go up or down.
and get redone.
Butterflies. If the
Her
president
butterfly
doesn't
don't
set-
matter no more.
If the president doesn't have control over the gas prices, how was Trump able to make us energy independent?
Well, you know what, Telescope? You're a liar.
and
They
keep
already
prices
granted
low.
it. So you're a
Trump
liar.
Trump kept prices low.
You're a liar.
over here, if we have a government that can,
You're a liar.
if we have a government that can freeze bank accounts, okay, and seize people's assets, but they can't force big food companies to drop the price, or oil companies, but we're pumping the oil. For starters, here you go, my American brother-ins and sister-ins and cousins out there, okay? 90% of your lumber that you build your houses with come from us, Canada, okay? And for me to buy that lumber in Canada, I'm going to pay 3 times as much more than you guys are paying in the United States. How is that possible?
Same thing for gas. When I fill up my tank, it is right now in Edmonton, right here. The refinery's in Edmonton. The oil is in Alberta. The tar sands are in Alberta. And I pay right now about $1.50 a liter. Okay, multiply that by 4, you're like $6 a gallon. Okay, right. Of which most of that is tax. Compare that to what you guys pay for a gallon of gas, even in California. I probably don't pay $6 a gallon in California. We pay way more for gas here because of the taxation. We are overtaxed. Absolutely.
100%. Okay, Tom, you guys, thanks for having me. I got to bail. I do got some shit to do at work.
Thanks for coming on. Mouth of the South. Check out his link in the chat there. Make sure you sub up to everyone in there that's on the panel. Hey, by the way, my kids are just getting home from school, so I have to shut the panel down and go out do some bike riding here today.
Thanks for having me, Tommy.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Thanks a lot, Ray. Appreciate you coming on board.
And we got a lot to talk about.
Very good. Daisy, very incisive there. I'd like to hear you talking about your thoughts on Trump there, along with Ray. You guys were great people on the podcast here today. Appreciate you joining us today.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. Come on over, brother.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
9 p.m. Eastern. Come on over.
All right, gotcha.
There you go.
Take care, y'all.
God bless.
Right on. Yeah, thanks a lot for popping in here, and we'll see you all later. For sure. See if my system's crashing here. Oh, we got a little bit of music here to see you guys go. Thank you very much, everyone that joined us here today. We appreciate all of your company. And we'll do it again. I need to reboot my system here because even my music isn't playing here all that well right now. That's crazy. But see you all later. How about this song? Get us out of here. Let's flute our way out of here. Watch out. The rats will be following me down into the river valley. We'll be riding our bicycle, our e-bike down in the river valley here is what I'm going to do next. Thanks a lot, everyone. Diane, John Wick in there, Telescope in there, Partabanza, Bullets in Barbecue, everybody. Too many people to say exactly. Even Zenith in there. Hey, lots of people in there getting timed out, whatever. Only a couple of people got timed out. Some people do get timed out. Oh, well. You know, if you're trolling or whatever, you're going to get timed out and stuff like that. So don't blame me. Blame yourself. Okay? I never get timed out in any channels. I just get doxxed. That's about it. So maybe that's my badness of the day. Okay, but anyways, I'm out of here. Peace, love, and... Bye-bye.